Hi, everybody. Happy Angels and Healing Light Day. It is happy St. Patrick's Day to you as well. Already starting the show off with a lot of giggles here because my special guest, Marcia Colver, is here to help. We just decided we were going to change the world today. So, the next hour, just be sitting down. I do want to wish Kim a happy Wednesday and everybody else happy Tuesday. Oh, Kim, I know we all get confused about what day it is anymore, right? But I'm glad you're here with us. Kim's here. Roy and Jill are here. Patty, Elizabeth made it, I think, pulling into her driveway on two wheels. And we've got, let me see, Richard. Bear hug to you too, Richard. And we've got, let's see, Elizabeth. Tiffany's running the show back there. So thanks everybody for being here today. So like I said, in a few minutes, I'm going to bring on Marcia Colver, who, as you know already, is just so talented and so wonderful. So I look forward to bringing her expertise, her light, her guidance, and just her beautiful laugh to all of us. It's just going to be a very joyful hour. So, hey, Marcia. Nice to have you here too. And everybody that's watching wherever you are in the world today, whether you're on Rumble or YouTube or BitChute or X or anywhere, maybe after the show is over, you're watching the replay. I'm so glad you're here. My goal is to bring you messages, angel messages, and guidance and healing and in whatever your spirit needs. And, I just, before I go any further, I do want to share something from my heart. Many of you know that I have been working on a very special project, which was my book called The Light Messages from God. And it is now available. It is messages that came through during moments of deep prayer, connection, meditation. It is truly my prayer that anybody that reads the messages, feels peace and love and healing and remembrance who you truly are at your soul level, and to feel the presence of all the incredible divine guidance that is available to you. So take a look. It is available on Amazon if you are so called to learning more about it. Let's see. We have the Spiritual Message Circle, which is Saturday night at 8:00. And that is where you can get readings from many of us here for a donation of $25. Check that out. It is always a really good turnout. Also, very good messages from all of us at once. The energy is very, very high. So it's something that you should experience if you haven't. Wednesday is the VIP Circle. And the VIP Circle, please, if you are not a member, join. It's well worth it. It's a couple times a month that we get together with all the VIPs, chit chat, do some readings, do some messages rather. But it's just a way to continue to enjoy the Goldylocks family together again. Nick and Denise, you're watching on Rumble. Fantastic. And Kim says, oh, good. It's only Tuesday. God bless you. Ruth, how you doing, my friend? Jill says my book is awesome. Thank you. And thank you very much for the review that you left, Jill. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you sponsoring my show this month as well, you and Roy. That's utterly fantastic. And so greatly appreciated. So without further ado, drum roll, please. I would love to bring Marcia Colver on with us right now.
Hi.
Yes, hi, Marcia. Thank you so much for being here and bringing all your light and laughter. I'm so glad that you're here this afternoon. Really am glad.
Well, thanks for having me on. This is super cool. We had such a blast with the mile that we need to do it again, right?
I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Yeah. Yes. And that was quite a while because we did it twice, right?
Right.
We did it twice. So third time's the charm. I'm up for that. So, Marcia, you are an award-winning author. And I know you mentioned a little bit on your show last night that you were thinking about or in the process of writing another book. And I'd love to hear more about that if you're ready to talk about it today. But you are also a transformational mystic, a high priestess, an ordained minister. You've been helping people for over 20 years navigate change, spiritual growth,
Yeah.
awakening. You're a healer. You do hypnosis. You're intuitive. Your singing is healing. You have the sacred voice. You do so many things to bring healing and light and laughter and love to people, not only in your state of Montana, but around the world, around the country. And I would love to hear a little bit more, but I would also pretty curious about how you got started using sacred voice. You know, were you trained as a singer, or was that just something that came on one day? How does that work for us? I would love to know that about you.
Well, it's one of my favorite stories, so I love to share that one.
Good.
When I was young, we would all gather around the piano on Christmas, or well, my grandpa and me had birthdays really close together, along with our family friend who played the piano so well. So she was always invited over to Christmas, and then we would celebrate Grandpa's birthday, my birthday, and New Year's while we were all together. And so we would gather around the piano and she would sing, and some of us sounded really good, like my sister and my brother always did. And I was really young when this first started, but my parents can't sing a lick or couldn't. And so I was really pretty young when I decided I'm going to be a good singer. I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to make sure that I'm always in tune. You can train yourself for absolute pitch, I'm told. I'm told that, but I don't know if that's true. And that's where you can pick a pitch out of the air. So you know when a piano's out of key, and you know when, you know, another instrument is out of key, and you kind of have to go train your voice to be in tune with the musicians that you're playing with. And but you can pick the key out of the air. That's something that I have no idea what key I'm singing in ever. And I don't even know if it's a key. I just know that the intervals between each note are the same. So it depends on who I'm working on. But the way I got into it was I took massage therapy school. And when I graduated, I decided shortly after that I was going to use all my gifts and talents for helping people heal. And I laughed when you said 20 years, because I was a bartender before that. That's a lot of helping people through life, but we don't count that part.
You are a good listener.
Yeah, and good at making people laugh and cheering them up. So, but yeah, I was traveling. Lots of changes happened in my life right around the time that I graduated massage school. And I was traveling and realized that I wasn't using my singing and dance talents that I've always had. So I started to just sing one note at a time, because that's all I could find in any of the research that I did. And then I thought, well, this is kind of silly, I think, because I think that more could be done if you could reach people's emotions. And so I was working on a friend of mine who was helping me learn to sing in Gaelic. And I asked him if I was doing massage, and I asked him if I could sing while I was working. And at this time, I had to have people face down on the table, couldn't even have them face up so that they might be able to look at me. So he was face down. I was working on his back, and he said, absolutely. And I started singing, and his muscles just melted underneath my hands. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. This is going to add a lot of life to my massage therapy career, because normally massage therapists make it to about 7 years and then they can't go anymore. And so I started to use it on people when they were face down, and then I got brave and I allowed them to be face up, and I would end with it. And it seemed like a really good way to end the massage, you know, just singing. And then I got super brave and did an expo here in town it actually happened in a gym. And so the echo was great. And I just sat my chair in the middle of my space and asked people to come in so that I could sing for them. And I charged $5 per song. And I can't remember how much I made, but it was a lot. I mean, that might have still capped what I've ever made because I was constantly busy. I had to make people wait. After a while, after people caught on, I had to make people wait in the line so that I could run to the bathroom. And then I would run back and just sing a song for them. I didn't give them a reading at that time or anything, just the song.
Wow.
And I had a minister come up, and he was trying to debunk people all over the show. But when he asked me how the songs came through for me, or how I picked what song I was going to sing. At first, I gave him some kind of thing about, you know, well, the tones do this and blah, 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 blah. And he goes, no, I really want to know how you pick it. And I said, I just wait for the song to drop into my head. I figure they know more than I do. And he goes, that's the answer. And he sat and pushed people toward me all day.
Wow.
So that was the first time I ever did any of the singing work without it being a massage and having a person on the table. So, and then it just evolved from there, and it became something like I went to Scotland and Ireland to research whether people used singing the same way that I did, but I never found anybody with quite the same intention of having people heal and moving the energy that I have. So, I mean, clearly Irish people are happy because they have music in their lives all the time, but
and you would think that so many more people would utilize a healing technique like that because music is so powerful.
Right. And I have run into more people that use it, but at that time, I asked loads of people that I knew and everybody that I worked on, have you ever met anybody like this? And the answer was always no. So, but now I've heard of other people doing it, and I'm really excited that other people are.
I'm glad. It's such a beautiful thing, and it comes from your heart. And I know there's been a couple of times where you've sung for me during messages, and you know, I was listening and just, you know, just quiet and listening, and all of a sudden I could just feel my whole body dial down, and I just felt a state of utter relaxation and peace, and I'm like, wow.
Excellent.
It was just so calm, and it's like, and it's a, you know, not a common song, but a popular song.
Oh yeah.
It was Fields of Gold, and I'm like, holy moly, that was amazing.
Awesome. I love that. And I'm told by my guides that will always happen no matter how big of a crowd that I have. But you know, we go through these things where we doubt what they say and all the things. And, but yeah, I love that people are so affected by it. It's such a blessing to me to be able to do that. And not that I do it, you know, that the energy goes through and it works its magic.
Well, and kudos to you for having the courage to do it. Like you said, you know, took you some gumption to be able to sing to people while they were face up. And I can appreciate needing
and
that.
for hypnosis, you know, I when I was in Ireland and Scotland, I got a reading over there, and this man says he was, excuse me, he was reading tarot, but he said, I know that you have a gift that you're not sharing with people, and you should be sitting out here busking. And if you don't know what busking is, it's street performing. You should be sitting out here busking and allowing people to benefit from your gift because it's huge. And that's a fear I don't even know if I've gotten over now. I don't know if I can actually stand out on the streets and sing for money. Couldn't tell you, because I haven't ever been able to get myself to do it. I really want to go to Boston where they know what busking is and do it there, but it terrifies me still. So I must have had some kind of past lives, or maybe several, that it really some kind of big drama back there. So yeah.
Well, you know, I guess that when the time is right, you'll just continue to follow what it is you're supposed to do and
yeah,
bite the bullet and do it.
Yep.
Now, so when you do singing for people, what do you feel? Any particular energies? What happens?
Sometimes I get so full of energy that if I didn't know what was happening, and I would think I was having a stroke, because everything goes tingly and you know, it feels like my heart is going to pound out of my chest. And you know, I don't even know. I've never taken my blood pressure during that to see if it actually goes up or not. I just feel like my heart is really resonating with somebody. And so and then the energy gets so big, especially in crowds of people.
Oh, sure.
So yeah.
Well, at least on your show, Enlightened Heights, which is on Monday nights at 8:00 p.m. Eastern, you sure stay calm. So I don't know if you're feeling all that, but you would never, you stay calm, and you would never know that you're like tingling away. You know, it's interesting. I'm glad you kind of said that about your heart, because when I do Reiki, I get palpitations.
Ah, yeah.
It's really annoying. It's like, oh, I only get arrhythmias when I'm trying to heal people. It's kind of silly, but
right.
Stop and try to readjust or do something with the energy, and I'm never quite sure exactly what to do with it. It's like, why does this happen? I don't know. I still don't know why, but I get palpitations, arrhythmias every time.
Yeah.
So what's in line for you coming up? I know last night you mentioned you were going to be doing some Renaissance fairs in Montana.
Yeah.
What happens there? What do you do?
Well, some of them I do the weddings for. So I have a great big tent. It's 15 by 20, and decorate it all up with all kinds of greenery inside, and make it look like an authentic, we call it a harger, Saga Skald's harger. And that's just a place of serenity and possibly worship. And so we'll be doing readings. I've got a partner that comes with me, and if she's not there, hopefully somebody else will join me. So we'll be doing readings and healing sessions while I'm not doing weddings. And then, but I have at least 2 scheduled for the one coming up in June. And there's one that one's in Billings. There's one in Big Sky on Memorial Day weekend, which is actually before that first one in June. So gonna bring the big tent for that, and I'll do all the wedding, or the Viking garb for that as well. And so some of them I'm a Viking, and some of them I'm a gypsy. So Red Lodge has one now, split off from the Montana Renaissance Fair. That's a little confusing, but they wanted to keep one in Red Lodge, so I'm going to be doing that one too. That's August 1st. And it'll be so much fun because I get to be gypsy, and that's what I feel like I actually am. I mean, I'm sure there's some Norse shield maiden or maybe even Vulva or Vala in there, but The gypsy is the one that's most fun for me. So, and then in Missoula and Bozeman, I get to be a fairy queen. I don't wear wings because I don't feel like I have them. Yeah. Not all the time, not where people can see in the fairy world. So that's fun for me too. I love it. I just have so much fun, and my people are at the Renaissance Festival. So I get to be as weird as I am.
It sounds like a blast.
Yeah. And then this weekend we have I'm producer, I guess, of a show that I've done for the church for at least, I would say, 6 years, 5 or 6 years, and I do 2 shows a year. And so that is coming up on Saturday, and so I probably won't be able to make the Spirit Message Circle because that's about the time we're cleaning everything up. But it's so much fun. It's an expo that we do right here in the church. So there are usually about 20 vendors, and that's about what I have this time too. And everything from, we've got a food truck coming, and roasted nuts coming outside. I'm so excited for that. And readers and healers and all kinds of different people, and people that make all kinds of crafts and witchy wares and all kinds of wonderful things. So it's super fun, and I really enjoy putting that on. It gets to be a bit of work, but it's so rewarding.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you get to do so many things, and I'm sure you have a great group of people wherever you go, that like-minded people that are just fun and people that you can count on, and try to make a difference wherever you go.
Even in Florida, which I'm hoping to get down to Florida in May.
Good. So. Just in time for my birthday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's just a few of us Goldylocks folks that live here.
I know.
I'm just saying.
Tiffany should come down.
I think we should have it.
We should make a plan.
Come on, everybody. Well, it's funny, too, is that a couple of your very good friends live or work within just a couple miles of me. I don't know them, but I think that's kind of funny.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I know our paths have had to cross because we know quite a few of the same people, but I think that's pretty funny.
Right.
In fact, you were talking about Jan last night from the Illuminate festivals.
Judy, yes. Judy Bezos.
Yep, Judy, sorry.
Yeah.
And so I met her once in Punta Gorda when she had a show in Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
Charlotte County. So she hasn't, I don't think she's been back since then. But that was really nice. That was a beautiful show.
I don't know. I was at that show too. So we have crossed paths.
That's very interesting.
Yep.
That is very, I might have talked to you. I don't know. There wasn't that many people. There weren't that many vendors there.
No, it wasn't. She doesn't do huge shows, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest one I think that I've done that she's produced is the one in Frederick, Maryland, and that's her home show. So it gets pretty big, but yeah, I like the more intimate gatherings where people
and
just
she was so nice to, I mean, it's a class act. White tablecloths. It was a beautiful venue, and there wasn't just bring your old card table and whatever you got and you're on your own and bring your, no, it was a very, very nicely done setup. It was very
right,
nice.
right.
She made sure we were all comfortable, and dinner, like hors d'oeuvres afterwards. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Robin says we should all meet up. I agree, Robin.
We should. Yeah.
I agree. Well, let's see. I would like to know if you feel like singing a little Irish song to celebrate St. Patrick's Day today. What do you
Absolutely.
think? Good. All right, everybody.
All right. Well, I'm going to do this one I do a little bit differently than some of the traditional ways, but I found this version and I really loved it. So this time it's not my show, so you can do whatever you want. But I suggest shutting your eyes. I'm gonna.
Well, before you do that, I do want to ask, when you start to sing, do you have a particular intention that you send, or is it just that the music helps the way it needs to?
It's just for the highest and the best. And if I feel like I need to, my hands are always moving too. I always feel like I'm weaving energy, but I don't know who I'm working on at the time necessarily. Sometimes I have somebody in mind, but no. The biggest thing has been for me to just let go and let whatever happens happen, so I am to that point where I can just let whatever happens happen, but I'm always excited to hear what does happen for people. So,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Marcia's gift to you, some healing energy, some healing music. And I'm getting all warm and tingling up. This is so nice. So please just sit back and relax and allow her to bring her beautiful healing energy to you.
On Raglan Road, on an autumn day, I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare that I might one day rue. I saw the danger, yet I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be fallen leaf at the dawning of the day. On Crafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the ledge of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I might aching hay. Oh, I loved too much, and by such is happiness gone away. I gave her gifts of the mind. I gave her the secret sign that's known to the artists who have known true gods of sound and stone and word and tint. I did not stint, for give forms to say, oh, I love too much, And by such is happiness gone away. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me, so hurriedly. My reason must allow that I had loved, not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel woos the clay loose his wings at the dawn of day.
Beautiful. Oh, so
It
beautiful.
feels good to me.
Oh, that
And I
was.
did that all over Jill when I first started this time again.
I could feel so many things happening, warmth and energy and lifting up, and got lifting up for a little while, and then just peace, joy, calm, serenity, and just very beautiful. Thank you for doing that. That was beautiful.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. Sam said that was very soothing. And Nick said, wow, that's beautiful. Tiffany said that was very powerful, Marcia. Thank you. Yes, it was.
You are all welcome.
Shine and Darkness are watching on Rumble. Hi, guys. How are you? Wow, now we have to think after this, huh?
That's the deal. I was listening to something a little bit earlier, and I'm gonna power my way into being a leader, right? So I'm listening to this going, I'm not all that interested in this. I wonder why. And then I thought, well, because it's not what you do, silly. You don't lead from outside sources, I guess. Maybe that's the way to put it. I don't lead from a strategic military background. Definitely. I lead from being able to tune in, and then it comes through.
Yes, I agree with you 100%, because when you're smart for realizing that and honoring that, because when we don't, that's when we don't hear.
Right.
We're not paying attention to what is part of who we are and what we are. That's when it's hard to hear, because we're paying attention to something else that just isn't part of our makeup.
Yeah.
Right?
No matter how good they are, it's just not for me. Yeah.
No, but I gave you credit for trying. I gave you credit for trying. I think that even if we study something that maybe we know is not really for us, you learn something from it. And so you never know at some point when it'll come in handy dandy, but you gotta, it's not always easy to stay on the path when there are so many outside influences telling you, go here, go there, go this. Right. Sometimes it's life, it's life. But that was nice. Okay, I think I'm back. Linnell's here. Okay, beautiful. Linnell, how are you, Linnell? Elizabeth said that was very calming. Richard said, lovely and soothing song.
Yay.
Fantastic. Well, I say, what do you think so we got a few people here. What do you say if we kind of take turns, maybe doing a one card message or something like that, and
Sure.
chat a little bit more, and then, well, how does that sound to you?
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to pull a card for you, or you got some?
I don't have, well, I probably do somewhere, but not sitting right beside me. I'm in my office, so God knows I have cards.
Well, I'll start out. You just do whatever you feel. And if you just tell me to move on if you're not ready, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to kind of try to stay in line here. So it's a little bit easier, ladies and gentlemen, kind of how you show up on the chat is kind of my cheat sheet. So I'm going to start with Kim. And I'm using the Archangel Raphael message cards today because Archangel Raphael's beautiful energy of green, emerald green, just so appropriate today. So for healing, relationship healing, guidance, and just loving support from Archangel Raphael and the beautiful green energy of love and healing, which is kind of the energy I feel like we're all in right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Kim, the very first card for you that I got, or the card that I got for you, I put it back for some reason, but it was called sobriety. And I know that it is about making decisions about what is best for you. What is the best for you? Making, educating yourself on paying attention, educating yourself. There it is. Adjusting your cravings in a way that is best for you, but only, life affirming decisions. Sorry, I'm going to put this in the middle. Life affirming decisions. As Joy and Leo would say, good for me, not good for me. So just reminding you to make sure that your decisions are life affirming and that they are healthy for you. And that if you run into a problem, you're feeling stuck, know that you have Archangel Raphael. He's always there to help you with healing, with relationship healing, and a beautiful emerald green energy. Okay, that's for you, Kim. And if you want to do the next one, we can do Patty.
Okay. Hi, Patty. How are you? Oh, let's see. Feeling into your energy. The card that they bring me is a beautiful dragon card. I don't get the name, but it also has this emerald green energy, and the message is all about opening your heart to new things, being creative, and leading that from your heart. And all of your creativity goes through your heart and out your hands, right? Ha, yay. So make sure you're working on things that you have a lot of passion about, and that's you. So don't do the things you should do the things that you have lots of passion about. So maybe you have a passion about painting rocks, and just leaving them different places. I love it when I find those rocks when I'm on a walk. So, whatever makes you happy, do that. So I leave you with that. Thank you.
Thank you. And, I'm also switching back and forth between the Life Purpose deck, which is one of my favorites too. I haven't used it in a long, long time, but I was called to use that today. So Jill, this message is for you. And then Marcia, if you want to do Roy after that. And then I'll do Richard after that.
Did we do Kim? Did you get Kim?
Yes, Kim was the first one. Yeah,
right.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay. We got Kim and Patty. Jill. Healer. Jill, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. And I do believe that you do that because I see that you're bringing people to Goldylocks Productions and helping them be exposed to healing and higher energies. So I see you doing that. And so that is definitely a method of healing. And I also have an impression that you like to heal with plants. And this feels like it goes way back, like 12 years old, starting in the garden. Were you learning about things like that? So you definitely have a healing energy, and continue to do this, because as you continue to share that light and that energy with other people, that also opens you up to receiving more, learning more, giving more, and just continuing this beautiful chain and ripple effect of helping not just people and animals, but the environment heal as well. So there you go. That is for you, Jill.
Nice. Hi, Roy. Let's see what comes up for you. Okay. So, number one, I'm so glad you get to be retired. I think that's just fabulous. And if you're running out of things to do, do create stuff too. So, and I think I've told you that before. Just find, I don't know why they're all into creation right now. Maybe it's the times that we're in, but find the thing you're passionate about as well. And there's a little bit that I need to put into, or they're asking me to put into song for you. So just a little light language. Okay.
That's beautiful.
I guess I don't get to know what that means, but but aligning your lower three chakras. So thank you, Roy.
You're gonna have to cut that out, or we're just gonna have to be like this for the rest of the That was really awesome. So relaxed now. My gosh. Jill says, great card. I love to help people. Thank you. You are very welcome, Jill. All right, I'm going to do Richard, and then Elizabeth is next. If you want to talk to Elizabeth, Miss Marcia. All right. Richard, options. Love this card. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. This is very, very balanced, and you have multiple options. So see this horizon, you can't see very much on the horizon. So take focus on what options are in front of you, because you have multiple options now, but you also have some coming in the future that are kind of coming up, behind you. So they're going to be kind of sneaking up behind you. So pay attention to these options. You may tend to dismiss them at first, but do your due diligence, pay attention, and let it roll around in your mind, let it roll around in your heart, and see if that's something for you. But I have a feeling that, there's something to do with Christmas. And I see you being so busy at Christmas that you're, It's just like things everywhere, Christmas time. So that's coming up for you, Richard. Thank you for being here as always. All right.
Hi, Elizabeth. I'm not sure I know you, but I have a message from you from the from the rocks. This is new for me. So let me get one out of here. These green aventurine rocks were just yelling at me. They're in my fountain, and I love green aventurine because it isn't actually pronounced or spelled adventure, but that's what it means for me. The adventure that makes your heart just explode with love. So, what have you been doing lately to go on your heartfelt adventures? Have you been doing that? Have you been making your heart open up and just feel all the things, because it's so exciting for you? If you haven't been doing that, please think about it, because your inner child is like, hey, I want to do some stuff, man. So yeah, find some adventures and do some adventuring is what they're asking you. And thanks so much for being here.
And you know, Elizabeth is one of my friends, and yeah, she's definitely got that inner child that's always happy and giddy and let's do stuff. She's very, very, very high energy, very vibrant lady.
Nice.
And a fantastic artist. Thank you for doing that. Ruth is next, and then Robin is on deck because it's baseball season, so I have to use terms like on deck. Miss Ruth, I love this card for you. It's so beautiful. And it's about laughter. What do we have going on here? A lot of laughter, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. And it just brings the energy up so high, doesn't it? And it's just, you know, when you're laughing, you're letting go, and you're putting that energy out into the world for somebody or something to take advantage of and enjoy. So laughter being the best medicine. So detach and find the humor and irony in every human drama. You know how many millions of sitcoms were based on human drama, like Everybody Loves Raymond or Seinfeld, right? Didn't they turn into great comedic events? So letting go and detach, you've got Archangel Raphael helping you find the humor and the light and the bright in everything, so you can release that energy to help heal and guide others as well. Thank you, Miss Ruth.
Hey, Robin. I can't reach him, or I would grab my dragon down, but I have a golden dragon up there that's not actually gold, but he's human. No. Yeah, I can't remember. It's fool's gold, whatever that's called right now, because it just left my brain. But anyway, he wants to, the energy of that. Yeah, let's settle down so I can actually talk. He wants to come through for you, especially with that energy of pyrite. There we go. So reflecting things that you don't need. And that's a little bit different way of doing it, right? So protection with reflecting instead of absorbing, or yeah, I don't know. We do it in all kinds of different ways, right? But he wants to help you out with that kind of energy. And pyrite is also, you know, it hangs out with gold and it hangs out with quartz, and it gets to be in the really high vibe places in the earth, right? And those are the places where we mine. We mine for gold. We strip it out of the earth because, you know, we are who we are. We're human. But Pyrite gets to be in there too. So remember that it is a very sacred stone. It is very good for healing, and that that pyrite dragon wants to use all those energies, and so you'll be able to use it intuitively as well. Of course, you know you'll know what to do with it. But thanks, Robin. See you soon.
See her tonight at 8:00.
Yeah.
Right? Cosmic Soul Food with Robin. Stamir, you are next. And I have a lovely message for you from Archangel Michael, who is also appearing in this with some green wings, which is interesting because his colors typically run the cobalt blue spectrum. But he's protecting you while you change careers. And if I'm not mistaken, that is something that you have going on or something that you want to do or you're concerned about. So just be aware that you've got Archangel Michael there with these interesting green wings that I just find are bringing an energy of smoothing the way, smoothing the path, as well as protecting you while you're on that path. And what he's saying is, don't be afraid of the changes, because there's a very important reason for them, and that is to help you be who you are. Don't be afraid of the changes. You've got me to help you every time, every day, every way. You have Archangel Michael there to help you. So please make sure you have good, serious talks with Archangel Michael about what you need, what you want, what you need help with, and what can you learn, and what can he tell you to help you. You need, have those conversations with him so you get that information to help you. Thank you for being here. And also thank you for your wonderful review. That was very kind. I appreciate it. And then we have Nick, and Nick is next, and then Denise.
Hi, Nick. Nice to connect with you today. Okay, for you, Nick, I'm seeing, I love the dragons come in so much. I am seeing a red dragon with kind of like all the colors of fire, right? There's a little bit of blue in there even, but especially red, orange, and yellow. And to me, that's extending your passion through whatever you're doing. So you might be doing some healing work on yourself or somebody else. And you might be able to, you can always ask the dragons to help you with any of that. And they're fascinating when you get to watch them. So they can be as big as you need. They can be as little as you need. They can go through blood vessels and clean those out if you need them to. So even little things like that are reconnecting synapses in the brain. And I don't know why I'm getting so detailed with that, but apparently you're going to need to know that at some point, if not right now. So, so use your dragon and know that, I'm getting a he for this one. I know that he can be as big as you need him to be too. So it can be protection. It can wrap you up with its wings. It can be very comforting in that way. And let's talk about that little bit of blue in there too. That's a very calming and healing color, not so much associated with passion, right? So, and that's, they say, the hottest part of the flame, I believe. So, which is kind of a contradiction to me. But if you need that blue flame to clear things out, use that as well. So use your intuition, make sure that's big, and see what happens for you. And I look forward to hearing about it. Thank you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Denise, and then Linnell is next, and then I'll wrap up with a couple things. So Denise, Archangel Raphael is talking about organic foods for you, and he says, though, the reason you got this card is because of some sensitivity to chemicals or to food. So you're talking about some kind of sensitivity to something, and guiding you towards having organic foods or things that are fresher or more whole, healthy, not so much crispy, but healthy. I'm thinking of crispy fried foods. But so he's reminding you fresh, organic, healthy, and is there to help you choose. And he's also talking about starting an organic garden as well. So I don't know if you are somebody that does that, Denise, but you've got Archangel Raphael helping you to make healthy choices every day. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for being here, Denise. All right. And then Linnell.
Hi, Linnell. Always fun to tap into your energy. I see this dancing flower, and it's a sunflower, but it looks like one of the ones that dance in the window, you know, with the sunlight. And it's just reminding you, which I don't know why you would ever need this reminder, but reminding you to stay in your joy. I guess sometimes we all get that little bit of downs moments, right? And I know that that the energy is such right now that past life things and things from the past in this life as well can just come up and hit us out of the blue. So remember that dancing flower when that happens. It's going to help you.
I love that visual.
So, thank you.
I love that.
And thanks for being here and being yourself, Linnell.
Very much so. Let's see, a couple bits of feedback here. Elizabeth says, thank you, Marcia. I paint all the time. I paint rocks too. And she's definitely an adventurer. Roy says, thank you. We are not running out of things to do. Isn't that great? Robin says, thank you for the wonderful message. She's very excited. Sam says, thank you, Laura. I am trying that. And you got Archangel Michael. You can't go wrong. Ruth says, thank you for the great message and the amazing show, Laura and Marcia. I'm grateful for you and love you both so much. Love you too, lady.
We love you.
Else says, thank you for all the energy shared. And Denise says, wow, I have been changing my diet definitely on the healthy side. So there's your validation that it's going to make a difference, Denise. Who's going to be on Enlightened Heights next, Miss Marcia?
I don't think I have a plan for that, but I do have a plan for the mile tomorrow. And that is Judy Basis. So if you want to join us, I would love that.
Tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
So
that's an interesting show. I love that.
Thank you. Then I should be, the way it's been going is that they come on the mile first and then they come on Enlightened Heights. But I think I need to switch that around a little and have them on Enlightened Heights first. And then they can get curious about coming on the mile and go in the deeper, digging deeper, right?
Yeah.
So
well, people are very interesting, and we know they have so much to offer, and so it's really nice that you do that to bring out the gifts that they have to offer people and just to get to know about them. It's very nice. I am so appreciative to you for being here today and sharing your love and your song and your light and your healing energy and your laughter and your joy, and for, our little hour of trying to change the world. And, I don't know if you can see this in your computer, but if you turn your head a little bit, just a tiny fraction, the other way. Your braids line up exactly with looks like roots behind you in the painting, the long braid and the short braid. I've been looking at it going, that's pretty cool, because even the colors match, the gold.
I love it.
Her braids are in perfect alignment with the painting. I love that. So thank you for being here.
We can play with that, huh?
Couldn't plan that. And congratulations for not kicking the chair.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, let me just say one Irish blessing to everybody before we close up here tonight. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you especially Tiffany and Marcia for making it happen. May God grant you a sunbeam to warm you, a moonbeam to charm you, and a sheltering angel so nothing can harm you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next Tuesday. Watch Marcia or listen tomorrow and then catch her next Monday. And Robin tonight. Thank you guys so much. Lots of angel blessings.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.